This is Morten from Komori Open House in Utrecht in the Netherlands. And I am here with Richard. He has been giving some presentations of this new G37 Lithrone. And I've just heard that GL is for green Lithrone, right?
Yes.
So you work as an operator with this machine, but you also worked in a printing company before, right? What is this machine? What is great? What is not so great about it? Or you don't have to say anything that's not so great about it.
No, okay. What we have now with this new machine is that we have an autopilot system. And this autopilot will say actually that you put your plates on.
Should we see how we do that?
Yeah.
Because I mean, here you say the paper feeder is more or less as
more
it
or
used
less
to.
the same as before.
Okay, let's see what is going on here.
Yeah. Of course.
So the actual printing units here, are they also similar to what you have done before?
Similar what
Just
we
the size of
what
the
you have
plates,
before. Only the size is a little bit bigger. Now the plates, we have here the plates. APC, Komori invented the APC already in 1990.
And what does that mean?
No, yeah,
the autopilot,
sorry.
It was because you said APC and
yeah,
I was
APC,
like, okay,
the automatic plate change. Komori invented that in 1990. And now, yeah, what we have here is we have some suckers, and this sucking the plate. So actually, yeah, there can go nothing wrong. Of course, everything
can go wrong.
But
I mean, wrong, basically, when you have a machine that works, it is really smart and easy to use, right?
Yes. Yeah. Easy to use. Now, you don't have to bend the plate because it's just straight.
Yeah. So is that like is that an issue when you bend them, or why is that like important?
No, yeah, it saves you some time because there are a lot of printers who have to bend. They have to bend the whole day these plates. Okay. And of course, now when we see that the stacks of the jobs getting smaller and smaller, so during the day you do a lot of plate changes. Yeah. Of course, if you have to change bend all the plates, it takes you a lot of time.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, you gave a presentation of 3 jobs in just 10, 13 minutes, right? Yeah. So basically, if that is a day where you have, let's say, 3 jobs per 13 minutes, that makes 200-300 jobs a day, then you can also get physical about it, right? So, yeah. So this is one of the new things about this machine. And then the autopilot basically makes sure that the registration and everything is more or less automated.
If we start up now with this new system, it's better to go to the back.
Before we go on here, you have a camera here, Richard. Yeah. Is that the camera that...
This is the camera, is also for the autopilot.
Okay, so you have the 2 cameras, so one before the perfector basically, to ensure that you have everything under control before you actually make the perfection, right? Yeah. Okay.
So this is controlling the first 4. Yeah. He is controlling by this sleeve. There's here a sleeve. Yeah. He's checking the color bar. He's checking the image. Yeah. If there is something, for example, if you have scumming or there is a hickey on, he will see this and give you information.
And basically, so the camera can basically get everything just through that little hole here, basically, right? Okay. And why is it possible to close?
Now it's most of the time to clean something, or because if there is something under your shoe,
so it's more like a practical thing, basically. Yeah. It's not because you want to switch it off like this, right?
No.
Okay. You have a very short turn bar, right?
Yeah. What we have here is like a pincer system. So we have here 2 double-sided cylinders and 1 single-sided cylinder. Yeah, this is new for this kind of machine.
Because I mean, sometimes you see very long perfections, and I mean, one of the things that I like about this machine is actually very productive on a quite small size, right, for an 8-color machine, right? Does that give it a little bit more, less space for the operator? Because you're a tall man, so you cannot get in here, right?
No, but what we see, the time you are in between the units is getting less and less and less. All goes automatic. Automatic plate change, automatic blanket, impression.
What I like about this is, and maybe it's just because I haven't seen a new machine in a very new machine, but it's quite low, the towers, right? Because is that correct that sometimes some towers on some machines are a little bit higher? Or?
Yeah. Of course, it depends also on the size, but because that one is a little bit higher. But yeah, the weight point of the machine by Komori is very low, so that's why.
But that also means means that it's like a little bit easier to get to the, for example, the inking rather than if you have to stand.
Oh no, that's not what Komori wants. Is always the weight so low as possible to get a stable printing.
Stable printing. Okay, fantastic. So we go on, and now still you have this is an 8 color configuration. Can you also have it as a 10 color if you want?
Yeah, 10 color, 6 color, what you want.
What you
with
want,
coating,
basically.
without coating.
Okay. And this is a conventional ink, right? You're not. Yeah. Okay. Great.
This one is a conventional. We have also UV or HUV or LED.
Fantastic.
The delivery is almost same as old. It runs quite.
Have you always worked with Komori machines, or you also tried some of those?
I worked with Heidelberg, KBA.
What is the biggest, as an operator, what is the biggest differences when you look at it from an operator perspective?
From an operator perspective, I think we are the fastest in color.
Okay.
That's for sure.
Okay.
Because our dampening system is completely different than the other ones.
Yeah.
So we can bring a very tiny water film on the dampening foil roller, and this is a big different than
but that influences directly the time the operator use a machine. I mean, you know, sometimes you have like is the button set out right? Is the light right? Is everything right? So I was just thinking, so when from an operator's perspective, you know, I always think of when I talk to operators, we are in a Heidelberg house, we always use Heidelberg, right? Or Komori, we always use Komori. Is that more like old times? Because I mean, if you change from one to another, it's not so big anymore, or?
No, of course, everybody, when you're young, you started with one machine, and also you see some companies that say, but we are always having.
But the reason I'm asking is because, you know, sometimes there's this conservatism, and then I got one that has actually operated both machines or more machines, right? Sometimes it's more like, no, it doesn't work, and they never tried it, right?
Yeah.
But you tried both.
I tried all. Roland, KBA, Heidelberg, and Komori.
Okay. And it seems like robust hardware, and it seems to be a really nice build quality, right? I mean, so easy to do and operate and manage. Do you also do training for the customers here at Komori? Or?
Yeah. If a customer buys a machine, most of the time we invent them here for 1 week or 3 days, or depending on how big the machine is and what is all on, and then we give here a training, a starter's training. And then we go to the customer, and we are there again, building in the rollers together with the printers.
Let's see, you talked about the autopilot. You do that from here, or?
Yeah, the autopilot, if I go to the autopilot, sorry.
So basically, just for make people understanding this, basically the autopilot do everything that you normally do with the color controls and registration and densities.
But we had before we had here a scanning head, like a PDCS6. It is a photospectrometer. We scanning the sheet, and then we calibrate the cameras. Now with this new function, we see now that we have to calibrate one time the paper, and then we can restore the paper.
So that is every time you have a new type of paper, you have to do it. But if you have the same paper next time, you can just recall it from the database.
You take it from the database, and then you can start printing. Now, what do you see? You have here the autopilots. Now, of course, if I load the job and I say, please print with autopilot, he will start up. We have here 250 sheets.
So on the other screen here, it's 2 different screens, of course, but on this screen
here we have then the 250 sheets. Now in 250 sheets, you have the time that your color is okay, your register is okay, and also what is possible now with this machine, that he take the PDF from the prepress inside and checking the PDF with the sheet.
Okay, so you can basically see if there's any difference.
If there is a scratch or something on the plate, you can see it immediately because he don't give it active free. Yeah. Now, if he don't give it free, then after 250 sheets, he will automatically shut down.
Okay. Smart. And you know, when you have that autopilot, does the machine still need to have like a number of sheets for setting up the registration, or is it ready to run all the time, or?
Of course, you're starting up. Now, yeah, then you see if he sees that he's in color, then this green button will goes on. Okay. If the register is okay, the register will go on, and then he's checking the PDF.
Okay. And how many sheets is typically used for it? Would you say?
I think for color and register, 60, 70 sheets.
60.
No, say 70.
Yeah, but for an 8 color setup perfection, basically. Yeah. That's not too much, right?
No, that's quite quick. After that, if the color and the register is okay, then he's checking the PDF because your register must be okay, otherwise your PDF will not.
It will definitely not show right?
Okay, so PDF takes then maybe around 50 sheets.
Okay, so that's an additional because basically, okay.
But then he can already shoot the tab. Because
if they are okay, you can use them. Yeah. And when you shoot the tab, that is like a physical thing you do, right?
He will automatically do.
Okay.
He will see, okay, this is okay, then he will automatically shoot the tab and start counting.
Fantastic. Okay, that's amazing. So when you have been working with a machine like this, what is the future of the operator?
Yeah, the operator is more checking the overview of the machine.
You're the pilot now, right? Yeah. So he's the auto and you're the real pilot, right?
Yes. Yeah. Of course, you can always interfere if you want, but it will be easier because the computer sees everything, of the camera sees everything. So before you have to check by yourself, and there could be if you have a smash in the blanket like a small hole, probably we don't see it.
But the computer does.
But the computer sees.
But still a role for the printer in the future.
Of course, there is still a role.
Fantastic. Great, okay. Richard, good to talk to you.
Okay, thank you.